Hey, it's Dave again, Domain Dave again from cheapwinefinder.com with a summer cooler wine that has a bit of a story, a low rent story, but a story. This is the Vin 7 Unoaked Chardonnay, California, 2019, which I bought at Trader Joe's for $4.99. And the reason I bought it was because it has a very nice label. It's die cut. There's this angel thing on there. It's blue, and I read the back, and when the temperature of the bottle gets to 50 degrees, the angel's wings change colors, so you know it's cold enough, though I think 50 is way too cold, but that's another story. You get it cold anyway just so you can watch the wings change color. I'd warm it up afterwards so it tastes better, but that's by the point. And I bought it at Trader Joe's for less than $5. And I take it home, and it turns out that the Vin 7, this is a reference to 7-Eleven. This at one point was a exclusive 7-Eleven. It's made by a company that makes custom wines for different stores, restaurants, anybody you want a couple thousand bottles of wine, they'll make you some wine. They make the Parks and Peaks, I think, for Aldi. I believe that's and they made this exclusively for 7-Eleven. I never saw it at 7-Eleven. I don't know if 7-Eleven got any luck selling it. It's got a nice label. Like I said, die cut, changes colors, temperature sensor. And it's Unoaked Chardonnay from California, and I don't think it ever meant to be sold for $4.99, but Trader Joe's has it now. I'll tell you my theory. My theory is that for some reason, because of COVID or whatever, this didn't go over well at 7-Eleven. People weren't running into 7-Elevens to buy wine like they normally would be. You go to 7-Eleven after the wine shops shut down. And they had some left over, and Trader Joe's got it. And sometimes these unoaked wines have shelf lives. You got to drink them in the first year and a half, and or 2 years. 2019 might be about, maybe 6 or 7 months away from really not being at its peak. So $5 gets you an unoaked Chardonnay that might cost a few bucks more under normal circumstances. I'm not gonna take a sip because it's fine. It's got good flavor. A little bit too cold, so it masks the flavors. But and one thing about California Chardonnay is that all the different winemakers do all sorts of wine techniques to it. I mean, there's oak barrel fermentation, aging, different clones, grow at different places, different temperatures for fermentation, enlise, malolactic. Even the inexpensive Chardonnay has a lot going on. While Sauvignon Blanc, Rieslings, Pinot Grigios are all rather simple, quick, refreshing wines, Chardonnay tends to go through a whole array of techniques. And here this is a Chardonnay made just like your favorite Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio. It's crisp and clean. It actually tastes pretty good. I mean, it's got a lot of flavor. It's kind of subtle. I'm going to take another sip because I liked it. The acidity is slightly soft, but it's balanced. It's got melon, it's got pear, it's got peach, it's got apple, it's got grapefruit, there's maybe a little tangerine. I mean, it's a decent sipping wine, and they say make it 50 degrees, which I think is too cool. But this kind of wine, if it's too cool, it's no sin. You don't want to drink a expensive wine that maybe lessens your whole experience. But with a $4.99 7-Eleven Trader Joe's closeout wine, if that's what the story is, I don't know. I tried to find out why it happened, but it looks like the National Wine Press doesn't cover 7-Eleven wines like they should. So, yeah, it tastes fine. I mean, if you're into, like I said, the unoaked, simple Sauvignon Blancs and Pinot Grigios and Rieslings and all those kind of things, this is right in your wheelhouse, and I think it tastes great. $4.99, bang for the buck. Chardonnay of weird provenance with a cool label that changes colors. And you know, if a cheap wine has a boring label, then maybe the wine's boring. If they cared enough to put something fancy on the label, then maybe they cared enough to make good wine. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com. Got more wines coming. Keep it cheap. Adios. Stay cool, and I'll be talking to you. Bye-bye.